World Combat Sports with the one and only champion trainer, Bomac in the building. How you feeling today?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
I know this is getting a common thing, man. You know, your fighters that you train and everything, you always showing up on deck. You know, give the fight fans a little bit of insight as to why you here. You know what I'm saying? And how the training camp went for your fighters.
I'm here because Keyshawn Davis is the co-main event. You know, he's a silver medalist from the 2020 Olympics. I think it's going to be a phenomenal show. Headline Shakur Stevenson, phenomenal fighter, the next great pound-for-pound champion. It's going to be good. It's going to be great.
What's going on in your mind, man? You got a very young group of talent in your gym, and the Olympic status of that. You know, you're talking about Shakur Stevenson, silver medalist, Keyshawn Davis. How's the growth been? What have you been able to witness as a coach?
Well, the growth has been great, man. You know, seeing these little young guys come up, Keyshawn, Calvin, his brother. You know, we got Kevin Ventura. You know, got Bomac Silla. You know, to see those young guys from when they was teenagers now to their mid-20s is great. You know, following a great path after Terrence and Jamel and, you know, those guys, those champions that we've been training and in the stable. It's looking good for those young cats.
Provide some insight on how you came about with the Davis brothers. How did that come about?
Well, through their might say advisor or friend Ishmael. Ish, we call him Ish. He just seen this in the gym one day and he just like, hey man, Keyshawn Davis and his brothers want to train with y'all.
Okay.
You know, and I always tell everybody to, if you want to train with our group, our team, always come in for at least a week. You know, see how it is, see if we all mush together. You know, got to be a good process for, you know, both sides. Our squad, their squad. You know, and it's not only just the fighters; it's, you know, the people that they got around them, their team. And you know, we'll sit down and talk afterwards and see if we like it. We'll work together.
And you have some heavy hitters up in there. Do you think you still flying on the radar? You know what I'm saying? I heard you commentate. You obviously know the sport of boxing outside of just training fighters. You know, do you still think as a coach you still running on the radar there? What you being able to teach these guys?
I think you know, pretty much a little bit. You know, being that we're from Omaha and we train in the Midwest. You know, a lot of guys when they want to take it to that next level, you know, they go to, you know, different places in the United States, far as like California, New York, you know, places where those other trainers are at. Everybody look at you and be like, Nebraska, man, what the hell is in Omaha? What the hell? Why y'all training in Colorado Springs? You know, but after they see the results, you know, they tend to want to join the team.
Do you think it'll ever be just genuine respect for Omaha training out there when it comes to boxing?
I give it a little bit more time, and we keep pumping out more champions. You know, we should get all due respect that we need.
This big fight coming up, you know, Shakur Stevenson going there against Hobson Kaseo, right? A fighter who they thought, you know, the general public, some of them thought he beat Oscar Valdez. So they turned around and give him to Shakur Stevenson. I told Shakur, coming off the fight performance that he had against Oscar Valdez, he's making these fights look simple, easy. Do you think that's kind of rubbing people the wrong way because he's going in there and performing and making it look simple? They want him to face more adversity?
Well, I think it's more or less like, you know, those guys, you know, fighters like Shakur Stevenson himself, Keyshawn Davis, those guys, you know, they've been fighting around the world already before they even get to the professional rankings, you know, the professional side of the sport. And after being like, you know, fight guys from different countries and top countries, Cuba, Pakistan, the stand over there. And then once they get into the amateurs, they're already kind of used to the style already. So people like say, it's gonna be a hard fight for him, but then at the end of the day, it look like he's doing like a sparring session, but that's just that's where you give the credit to the trainers, not only just the fighters, because it takes a lot to prepare guys, for fighters from when you say this is the best competition you did face so far, and then the public say, oh, that shit was easy. He needs tougher competition. When the tougher competition has been in his face, and he just making shit look like a sparring session.
So the good thing about it, Shakur said he has a big announcement after the fight. I'm not going to double back out of respect for the young man, you know what I'm saying? I did ask him, was he still planning on unifying the 130-pound division? You choose to speak on that? Because he defended his title, Friday. He did put it out there that he wanted to unify the 130 pounds, but there's been talk of him moving up to 135.
Well, I can't really speak on it due to the fact that, I'm not in this camp. I'm close to the camp, but I'm not in it. But I like to see what the announcement is too.
Okay.
If he moving up or they got go unify with somebody else, I like to see him, push his talent to the next level. Whatever it is. If it's unifying, if it's moving up, or facing another champion, I just want the kid to be great.
No doubt. Give me your take on Keyshawn, man. He had to deal with being released from the Olympics training center. He came out here, got some professional fights in, went back, earned a silver medal. What's your grade on how he's moving, man? He's undefeated. He's growing every fight. You know what I'm saying? What's your take on his rise out here?
Well, my take on Keyshawn is the kid is phenomenal, man. The kid is, I tell a lot of guys, Keyshawn is he got that it factor. It's only a few fighters that you could say got that it factor. You got a Terrence Crawford, you got a Shakur Stevenson, and after seeing them guys go from the amateurs to where they at on the pound-for-pound list, you see that in the same thing in Keyshawn. It's not hard for him to. It's not hard for. We supposed to be there at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. We're supposed to get up about 8 o'clock and out the door. 8:45. We up, out, working. I like to see that in young fighters that be punctual about their workout, their training, their eating habits, their rest patterns. I like to see that, and Keyshawn has that, and I think he's gonna go far, real far in this business.
Hey, we seeing that, Bomac. I want to ask you. Olympics that came and went. There's been plenty of Olympics. What's special about Keyshawn? Like when it comes to him fighting on TV, first of all. He's been in front of the public eye. And, he has the Olympic tag on him so much to the point where he has to continue to up the ante. He has to continue to go in there and have those performances. What has his conversation been like to you?
The conversation with Keyshawn has always been like, he just constantly wants to get better and better and better and better. And he wants to, he want to learn all the game, one thing I like about him is, like, even though he got a silver medal and he fought guys from all over the world, and when you show him something different and you tell him something different during the course of the training, he always say, man, I love learning. I love learning, So, that's what I like about it, man, because like I tell everybody, I say this a lot about Terrence. It's more or less like a school session when you work the pads with him, when you're working with him, because it's not only just training, do this. It's something like, if you show him something, man, I might not do that because he could do this, or but let's try this, or let's try that, and that's the same thing with Keyshawn. It's a school session with him because you're constantly learning as a trainer. I learned from him.
Okay. So he's still willing to listen. Two more questions.
Yeah, definitely that.
I want to let me see how to word this. What's his projection in the division, Keyshawn? You know, what's his projection right now? Not just contending, but do he plan on staying in that division? Because it looked like he's filling in real nice with his physique. He's growing. You know, I can't really say he's grown man strength in there. He's still younger. You know what I'm saying? But he's looking strong, man. It's like, he done built up his physique. Do you plan on staying and contending in that division to get a check?
Well, I always tell guys this: maximize your ability for your weight. You know, if you could continue to make that weight and you're strong and you're eating the right way, you're training the right way, and even though you might be growing, you still can make that weight. So I always tell, maximize it all the way out. If you're at 35, maximize it until you can't max it, because you can't go no more. And once you get to that point to where, okay, all right, either you conquer the division or you just grew out the division. Yeah, you're right, he is growing at a rapid rate. But with the proper training and the proper diet and proper nutrition, he should be all right. He should be all right for a couple years.
Is that a one-stop shop at B&B or what? Nutritionists and all that? Or they have to
no. We got a few chefs and nutritionists on the team that, I suggest they use them, but some guys bring their own to the team.
It's a pleasure to check out, legacy holders like yourself. At the end of the day, you're going to be in the Hall of Fame too. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be in the Hall of Fame too, Bomac. I mean, let's just call it for what it is. You're going to be there one day, so.
If it comes, it comes. It don't, hey, listen.
Oh, it's going to be there. So for me, it's a pleasure just talking to you while you're building up to that point.
Yeah, appreciate it.
What else you got to say to your
Hey man, just watch Keyshawn Davis, man. Watch Keyshawn Davis, man. Watch the court. I'm excited to see these cats, man. After working, weeks and weeks and weeks with Keyshawn and showing him different shit. I want the world to see it.
For sure. And definitely I'm going to put that out there. I'm going to edit that part out. It's all professional to me. Man, salute and thanks to World Combat Sports.
Thanks, sir.
Yo, shows mad love everywhere we go. It's combat with us. Combat is Team Tucker forever. You heard? Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Like,
Appreciate you.
love, right?
Salute.
Take
My
a picture
love.
of my boy Sean.
There it
You know
is,
what I
the
mean?
sauce.
Yeah, the sauce.
The sauce.
All right, that's it. All right, love.
But what do we know?